So today I am going to be giving my review for the Sanderson Secret Project number 2. This one is called the Frugal Wizard's Handbook Guide, or Handbook for Surviving Medieval England. I keep forgetting the title. But I finished this last night on my Kindle. I have this here because I have to hold something, and where I don't have the book to hold, I figured I'd hold my Kindle. But I was actually really disappointed by this book. So I'm probably only going to give it maybe 2.5 stars. I don't know. I keep changing whether I want to give it 2 or 3. I hate rating one of his books low. This book was not for me. I was so disappointed by this. I was not one who went into these secret projects knowing anything about them. I didn't know what this would be about. This one isn't related to the Cosmere or anything, as opposed to a lot of the other books are going to be. So this one was just him writing on his own. And I appreciate him telling stories like he does. They're very entertaining. I just didn't like this story particularly. I'm sure there's a lot of people that will. It's a little more sci-fi. It's a little younger. There's a lot of attempt at humor that kind of like 10-year-old humor, and it just did not work for me. It might work for some, maybe especially if you have 10-year-olds, you might find it funny because you're probably used to trying to laugh at their jokes. But I did not find this funny. There was just a lot of cringy moments, and I just didn't like it. I hate saying that, I really do. I finished it last night. I had to push myself to finish this. There was a lot of times where I just put the book down and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't keep reading this. I need to stop for the night, because it's actually pretty short. It's a pretty short book. Normally I could probably have finished this in maybe like 1 or 2 days, but instead this took me closer to about, what was that? I got Saturday, so I read Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So yeah, it took me like 4 days. It took me double what probably normally would have. I just couldn't, and I mainly finished it because I really wanted to give a video for all of you. But let me try to kind of go in a little bit what I talked about, because I don't want to give any spoilers. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to try to give you a general overall feel of this. So it's basically, it's like a kind of like our future. But in our future, there's like this ability to purchase kind of like your own medieval dimension. That's why it's called, medieval England. But there's like these dimensions that you can purchase, and each one is different. They're not exactly our history. It's kind of like you go back into our history, but it's not exact. There's usually something different. There might be magic involved. There might be like different like religions involved. Maybe someone conquered someone else, so something else turned out different. It's like there's a little nuance in each one. And a lot of the book, the parts that I did like in the book is the part that's like the handbook. And it essentially is like a magazine / advertisement for these dimensions, and it describes, what you've purchased, or if you can, if you need to go to arbitration or something for a provision. It's entertaining. I liked those parts. That's what I liked. The rest I didn't like. I just didn't like the story. Sorry. But anyways, our main character gets transported to one of these dimensions, and he kind of has amnesia. He has no idea who he is or why he's there or what's going on, but the only thing he has with him is this handbook, this like advertisement magazine guide, and it's like kind of all a mess. Some of it kind of got burned up, so he doesn't have all of his information, but he has some of it. And so throughout the book he's reading these portions, and that's where you get that, and I do like that. But I did not like the main character. The main character was like, man, the more you like learn about him, the more you disliked him too. It just, I don't know. But I'm hoping to, because I know there's like little doodles and art on the side of the book, and I didn't read apparently the PDF version where it does have that. So when I get the physical book, I am excited to see what maybe that will look like. Maybe that will help make it feel lighter or more comedic and humorous. I don't know, but I don't think that'll really change my rating for me. I think that's really cool. I mean, the doodles were really cute. They're still in there. It just didn't have it on the sides. But yeah, the main character, okay, so I'm going to give you a quote, and this is I had to stop reading after this quote for the day and then pick it up again tomorrow. But he said the phrase, "If I wanted to repair our relationship, I simply had to ruin things. A goal that for once played directly into my personal talents." Like, come on. At first he starts off where he's just like, you know, he's trying to figure out who he is and like he's kind of wanting to play the hero. And then he realizes that he's kind of a loser. And then he's also like, but I could go be the hero again. And then he wants to be a loser again. And I'm just like, oh my word. And then to like purposely screw things up, I was so ticked off. I don't know. And then like I said, the humor, it just felt very, very childish. I mean, there was one part too where he's like talking to this girl and he's just like, are we flirting or was this flirting? And I'm just like, I was embarrassed, like secondhand embarrassment there. And then there was another part where he's like kind of trying to pretend that he's like all intimidating and he's just like making up phrases. And one of the phrases is like, I'll Nintendo you or something. And I'm like, I can't do this. And I mean, the book's short and those 3 things alone, I was pretty ticked off. And then the plot itself, it just kind of felt like it was all over the place. I never really got a feel for what the goal was. I don't know. The goal kind of switched in like so many different directions. So I was never like, oh, this is what he's trying to do. And then the beginning of the book too, I was very frustrated because there's a lot of new words, you know, for this world that he's in, and I didn't know what they were. I mean, I think I can't remember what she was, but this girl, I think she's like a escort or something. I still don't know what that is. I was so frustrated because I'm just like, what are these words? Nothing was ever explained to me. Like, I remember I was like 20% of the way through and I'm just like, I still don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm just a bad reader. I don't know. But, I mean, I guess if you can, like, maybe not, like, think too hard on this one and just enjoy it, you might really like it. I don't know. I know this just wasn't for me. That doesn't necessarily mean it won't be for you. I don't want to determine whether you'll like it or not. Compared to how much I loved Tress so much. It was like everything I wanted in a fantasy book. And then I got this one, and it was like everything I didn't want in a fantasy book. Yeah, like I said, I feel really bad, like not liking this book and being so judgmental about it. I really didn't like it. I don't know. I mean, I guess so. The positives was the fact that everything did get wrapped up. There was no loose ends. It did have a good ending. You know, most Sanderson books do. So, I mean, that was good. I still never liked the main character. And then the doodles were really cute. I liked the handbook provisions in there. That was fun. That's pretty much it. I'm probably going to end up forgetting this book. That's why I was like, I probably should get this review in because I'm probably going to forget this because I don't even really know fully what went on. Yeah. I'm sorry if you really like this and now I'm maybe crushed you. I hope I didn't. I hope you still really like it if you liked it to begin with. And I don't want to discourage you from reading it because you might like it. Especially if you just want something maybe really lighthearted and confusing. I don't know. But yeah, I'm still excited for his other Secret Project books. I am. I'm always going to be a Sanderson reader. I just didn't like this one. Kind of like how I didn't like Lost Metal. A lot of people will probably disagree with me on this one, but I did not like Lost Metal either. That was another book where he tried to have like a lot of that humor, and I don't know. I don't think Sanderson really is nailing that humor point. So I don't know. But yeah, when he doesn't do that, it's like perfect. But yeah. So, but that's my review. I don't know. Yeah. But that's it. Thanks for tuning in. I hope this wasn't too disappointing. I'll be reviewing the other books too as I read them. And then hopefully I'll have another video coming out here soon. But thank you.